Marhaba wa ahla wa sahla fikum. Hope you are well and having a wonderful day. Welcome to another session of our reading comprehension in Levantine Arabic. In today's tutorial, you'll be learning some basic vocabulary aimed at absolute beginners. However, some of you who have previously studied Arabic, you will benefit from some of these structures, sentences, and how to introduce yourself. As you see from the title, the text is aimed at absolute beginners. It aims to introduce you to new structures and sentences on how to introduce yourself, who you are, where do you live, what do you study, and as well to use it to talk about a third person if you're talking and describing somebody else. Some of you who studied or come from MSA, you might see some of these pronouns are written and how we pronounce them. And again, I understand that might be a little bit difficult, but I wrote how you should pronounce it in dialect. As usual, when it comes to reading this, I will try to read it word for word and translate it and give you some of these grammatical cases or the grammatical cases behind it. Afterwards, I'll give you two other readings, and the first one would be slow and the second one would be fast. Let's start. أنا وأنتو. أنا, I, وأنتو, and you, me and you. أنا وأنتو. أنا وأنتو. اسمي محمد علي. Ismi, my name. So ism is a name and E means my, there. So ismi, my name. Muhammad Ali, that's my name. And instead of Muhammad Ali, you could add your own name. And this is again for both masculine and feminine. So I could say Ismi Muhammad Ali, and Sarah would say Ismi Sarah. أنا من لبنان. I'm from Lebanon. أنا من, I'm from. أنا من لبنان, I'm from Lebanon. So instead of Lebanon, you could add your own country. And I'd like to highlight that in Arabic, generally in Arabic, we don't have is, am, are. It's literally inside the sentence. So when you say أنا من لبنان, the literal translation for it means I from. But again, is, am, are is literally without the sentence, and you do not need to worry about it, which is the verb to be. So when you say أنا من لبنان, I'm from Lebanon. So instead of Lebanon, you could add your own country. Oh, where are you from? وساكن, and I live. وساكن, so u means and sakin, I live. وساكن, and I live. Sakin is an active participle. It's not a verb. If you need a little bit more information on the active participle, I have made 5 dedicated tutorials to the active participle with tons of examples. So if you want to, go to the playlist and check the active participle. You've got 5 tutorials there. So coming back to here, sakin would be used for I masculine only, not feminine. You'd say وساكن, and I live. وساكن, and I live. For feminine, all you need to do is just to add the feminine case to the end of it. So you will end up something like this. You would say ساكنة. So the masculine, I masculine, I would say وساكن, and I live. However, Emily would say وساكنة. So ساكنة means I live or living, but it's only used for feminine, talking and describing only. So here as Muhammad is talking, so he would use ساكن. وساكن, and I live. في, in, at. منطقة, the area, the region. So here means area within this context. الأشرفية. الأشرفية, it's an area in Beirut. If you go, it's a really nice area. If you go on holiday, to stay there. منطقة الأشرفية. So the أشرفية area. Great. Moving on. أنا بدرس. أنا, I, بدرس, I study. بدرس, I study. And أنا بدرس could be used for I masculine and I feminine. So Sarah would say أنا بدرس, and James would say أنا بدرس. هندسة كمبيوتر. هندسة is engineering, and computer, you might guess. So computer engineering. هندسة كمبيوتر. هندسة كمبيوتر. في, in, at. جامعة بيروت. جامعة بيروت, Beirut University. جامعة بيروت. أبي بيشتغل. My dad works or working. أبي, my dad. بيشتغل, he works. بيشتغل في in at نفس the same نفس الجامعة جامعة which means university. أبي بيشتغل في نفس الجامعة. My dad works at the same university. هو أستاذ هندسة كمبيوتر. هو he is أستاذ a lecturer or a teacher. So أستاذ in this context would be lecturer. However, we do have a dedicated vocabulary for the word lecturer, but the majority of people tend to use أستاذ. هو أستاذ, he's a lecturer. هندسة engineering, computer. رفيقتي سارة بتدرس معي. رفيقتي my friend. سارة Sarah. رفيقتي سارة my friend Sarah. بتدرس she studies. بتدرس she studies. معي with me. but هي ساكنة she lives. هي ساكنة she lives. So هي means she. ساكنة she lives. So ساكنة she lives. في in at منطقة the area. منطقة الحكمة and again it's another area. منطقة الحكمة the حكمة area. رفيقتي سارة بتدرس معي بس هي ساكنة في منطقة الحكمة. سارة بتدرس اللغة الألمانية. Sarah بتدرس she studies اللغة the language الألمانية German. سارة بتدرس اللغة الألمانية. Sarah studies German language. Great. So today's tutorial was short, but I would like to make it a little bit more interactive. As you know a lot of stuff about me, I'd like to know you guys because lots of you out there, I haven't had the chance to know you all. So this is more of an interactive task. I would like you to answer the following questions. وإنت and you, masculine. شو اسمك? What's your name? وين ساكن? And where do you live? شو بتشتغل? And what do you do for work? شو بتدرس? What do you study? And now I've made it color coordinated. So the green, I'm asking you masculine. وإنت and you masculine. شو اسمك? What's your name? وين ساكن? Where do you live? شو بتشتغل? What do you do for a living? شو بتدرس? What do you study? And similarly, asking you feminine students, audience, I'm asking you the following questions or the same questions. وإنتي, how about you feminine? شو اسمك? What's your name? وين ساكنة and where do you live? شو بتشتغلي? What do you do for work? شو بتدرسي? And what do you study? So here let's try to make it a little bit more interactive, and if you want to introduce yourself, follow the same pattern above and try to write something about yourselves. Try if you want to write in Arabic or English transliteration, whichever you're comfortable with, and leave in a comment section below. Now I'll try to give you a slow read. Afterwards I'll read it on a faster pace. أنا وإنتو. اسمي محمد علي. أنا من لبنان وساكنة في منطقة الأشرفية. أنا بدرس هندسة كمبيوتر في جامعة بيروت. أبي بيشتغل في نفس الجامعة. هو أستاذ هندسة كمبيوتر. رفيقتي سارة بتدرس معي بس هي ساكنة في منطقة الحكمة. سارة بتدرس اللغة الألمانية. Let's give another read slightly faster. أنا وإنتو. اسمي محمد علي. أنا من لبنان وساكن في منطقة الأشرفية. أنا بدرس هندسة كمبيوتر في جامعة بيروت. أبي بيشتغل في نفس الجامعة، هو أستاذ هندسة كمبيوتر. رفيقتي سارة بتدرس معي بس هي ساكنة في منطقة الحكمة. سارة بتدرس اللغة الألمانية. Great, and with that I'll end today's session. Hope you enjoyed and found it helpful, and I look forward to meeting and knowing you all. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Till next time, stay safe. Ma salama.